Okay, this is a video by Rotors by Scott. This is a tail twister. Please excuse the mess. I get a little carried away when I build 2 or 3 of these at one time. I've got the rotator all built, the gears and the brake, and this is how I align my potentiometer. Now, you can see the cutaway, messed up bell I got here, but you can see the, let me get a light here. You can see the notches in the slot of the potentiometer and the bell housing. And what I do is I move the rotator back and forth, make sure the wires are not going to hit, the potentiometer is not going to rub. And I stop, you can see my little writing there, stop meter at 15 degrees. So I stop it at 15 degrees, that puts the notch underneath one of the gears so it doesn't fall back out. And I've already got my bearings in, greased up, and here's my mark where my tab's going to go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this thing right up and drop it right in there. And if that meter moves any from 15 degrees, I'll know that it's not cogged into the housing. So I'm going to pause this. It's going to take 2 hands. And it might take me a couple times, but I'll drop it right in the other one, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's dropped in the bell, and it's still on 15 degrees. Now what I do is I move it from one side to another, put my little tool in here to hold it down so I don't have to hold the meter, the buttons down. And if I don't have that thing cogged right, I'd rather tear it up now than tear it up after I get it all together, you know. So it'll go all the way to south and stop. Now we'll pull the little woocham out. I gotta hold down on it. There we go. Now we're going the other way. Now this controller's got brake delay in it, but I got to fix that light. That light don't light up like that one does. Now we're going the other way. Okay, now pull that out. I most generally mass produce these things. I'll take a bunch of them apart, put them in 5-gallon buckets, take them up to my shop and clean them up in solvent tank, and then I'll do all of them at once. That way I've got all my tooling out, my containers with all my parts. I've got one down there underneath the desk. Okay, I'll pause it. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lube this housing and this housing right here. That's where the 2 bearings go. I've already got the bearings greased up. To-go containers work pretty nice for that. I can slop the grease around in there, and then I just snap the cover back on it and wait for the next one. So I'll load these bearings up, and then I'll drop that other housing on there. And this has got a pigtail on it. Now most of the time, if it doesn't have the pigtail, I have this little harness here I'll hook up to the terminals on the rotator. And I do that because I can unhook real easy with the quick connector drop my housing down on it, my brake housing, and then I have to release the brake in order to get it timed right. So I'm going to pause it again. Okay, I got my bearings all installed. Tail twisters, always got an extra row of bearings. And I'll take my housing, drop it down over the top, and it falls right on. Now I'm going to pause it because I got to line up the brake housing.